De Bruyne's corner. Haaland! Goal! It's Mo Salah! It's Mo Salah! Absolutely sensational!
And we're live for the last time this season. 242 videos, 38 deadline streams. 9 months later, it's all come down to this, the last stream of the season. How's everyone doing today? Good afternoon. Welcome all of you to the season's finale. Hope everyone's well. How's the FPL teams looking? Oh God, I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a lot of rotation and some bad leaks in this stream, but we'll see. Hopefully not. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the stream. George is here. RTS, Razan, Goober's here. We've got SSY, we've got Aniket, we've got Bettin, Mark, FPL Nap, taking the Tis, Novus, welcome to the stream. King Ian, CH, Bettina, Mishta, FPL Joe's here. Top, good to see you, mate. Lots of members here. Thank you everyone for tuning into the last stream of the season. Can you believe it? How are we feeling about the season ending? Is everyone happy to see the back of the season, or are we going to miss it? Are you going to miss FPL, or going to miss FPL content, or are you over it now? Are you looking forward to the summer? So 2 hours and then that's it, and then we're done for the season. Crazy. I'm kind of looking forward to the break, to be honest with you. It's been a really fun season. Like, I've really enjoyed it. But yeah, I think I'm about ready now. We've got the World Cup, of course, as well, so it's going to be a packed summer. You happy to see the end of it now? Nova says, I love your attitude, Oscar. Thank you very much. Remapping, afternoon, Oscar. Afternoon, remapping. Jan's in the chat. How you doing, mate? Welcome. Yeah, I saw Ross is wearing a suit, and it's so unbelievably hot here. Like, there's not a chance I was wearing a suit. It's roasting in this room. It's like 30 degrees where I am, Celsius. I don't know what that is Fahrenheit, like 90. It's a scorcher. And the plan today, it's going to be a big day. So after the stream, I'm going to head into London. There's an FPL meetup at the Thirsty Bear. I should have pulled the graphic up for that just in case anyone's around. So I'm going to go to that for the games. And then I'm going to go from there to the Emirates. So stacked day ahead. I'll find the details. Let me just find the tweet. Just in case anyone's around London and you fancy swinging by for a couple of beers. I'll be there for obviously all the games at the same time, so I'll be there. I'll probably arrive just as they kick off, and then I'll be there till 7 or 8 o'clock. So if anyone's in London, do come by. FPL meetup. So I'll be there Celebrating the end of the season. Celebrating hopefully a green arrow, but we'll see. That's at the Thirsty Bear near Waterloo Station. So that should be good fun. And then I'm going to head over to the Emirates after that. Anyone going to the Emirates today? I'm guessing there's going to be loads of people at the Emirates again. My mic is low. Is it? Mic low? Hello? It looks alright here. Mark's in the chat. He says, I'm the one that wanted the scrap. I remember your comment. It did make me laugh. How we doing, Tej? Welcome to the stream. Best punts. I still think Palmer's good as a Gameweek 38 punt. As far as punts go, low ownership, high upside. I know Palmer's been pretty poor all season. Not even got the England call up. But I'm probably going to do Saka to Palmer, but I think also Gibbs White is great. Zabozlai is great. Salah, if you can get to him. I got DM saying Salah and Robertson start. So if anyone's looking for a Gameweek 38 punt there, Salah. Anyone? The send-off. Are you going to West Ham versus Leeds? Nice. Huge game, that one. Who do you think goes down, guys? West Ham or Spurs? Let's do a poll on it. So basically Spurs would have to lose to Everton, is that right? And West Ham have to beat Leeds. I think West Ham do beat Leeds. Who gets relegated today? West Ham or Spurs? The poll is up. Yeah, vote on the poll. Let's gauge it. I mean, it's in Tottenham's hands, so I would say West Ham go down. But I think Leeds home is an easier opponent, for sure. And Moyes is going to be like really motivated, surely. Like Moyes could do his old team West Ham a massive favour. Whereas Leeds, I think Leeds probably lose like 2-3-0. I'm not... It's kind of... Yeah, I wish I could buy Bowen. I'd love to get... I mean, I could, but I'd have to bench Saka because I just don't see Saka starting. I just don't imagine a world where Saka starts, so he's just more of a priority, basically. Sadly, West Ham, says Paul. Moyes could be the X factor. This is it. Like, he could do his old team a huge favour. And Everton is a much tougher fixture than Leeds in the context of this game week. So, who knows? It makes it unthinkable for Spurs to go down. I would say West Ham, but yeah, we'll see. Semenyo news. I mean, there's no news on Semenyo, but when we're near the deadline, I think we might get some leaks because all the teams kicking off at the same time. Yeah, I mean, I've got Triple City, so I'll have to just hope for the best they all play. If there's no leaks, I'm just going to play all three of them. Don't know if anyone noticed, but I've been messing around in Photoshop with making next season's kits. So you can see City there. And Arsenal's. I've only done Man City, Arsenal and Liverpool so far, but anyway. Spurs home record's really bad. Yeah. My... I don't know what you call it. Is it brother-in-law? Yeah, it was over yesterday, and he's a Spurs fan, and he was saying the same. Like, they've been really good away, but so bad home. Like, every home game he went to this season, they've lost. The bench boosting. Do I take a hit to sell some Arsenal players in case they don't play? Depends which players. Like, Saka, I think, would be worth selling for a hit if you bench boost him. Because I'm just almost certain he doesn't start. It just doesn't make any sense for Arteta to start him when he's got Madueke there. And it could even be Dalman that comes off the bench. And Saka doesn't play at all. So do you trust a Triple City to start? Not really. Not really. It's one of those. Oh, Dave with the 10 gifted memberships. Dave, thank you so much, mate. Thanks for your support throughout the season. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. Welcome to the 10 new members. Thank you, Dave. Legend. Gyökeres starting. I think it's Gyökeres or Jesus. It's difficult to call. I think, if I had to guess, I would say Gyökeres actually starts. which makes him a tricky sell. I don't know. What do you think? Does Gyökeres start? It might. I mean, it could be Gyökeres and Havertz start. Yeah. Hard to call that one. I think he's got a chance. It's him or Jesus, I think, would start up top. Because it's his last game as well, Gabriel Jesus. Yo, Focal with the app. Do I need to cancel the subscription after Gameweek 38? Because it'll still chat. Yeah, but if you try to cancel, it'll give you like a completely free month anyway. So you've got the option to either cancel it anyway, or you get just a free month to take you through towards, I guess, near next pre-season. So you've got a couple of options. But you'll see the message if you try and cancel. You've got two options there to just cancel it anyway, or just get a completely free month to help you with the off-season. That was something we set up the other day, because obviously a lot of people just don't need it in the off. Well, no one does. So yeah, a couple of options there. Have the lineups for? No, there's no leaks yet. It's too early. There'll be some leaks definitely near the deadline. I've heard Salah and Robertson start. I got that in a DM. So that's all we've got so far. In the bottom left corner of your screen, that little leaks widget, I'll just update for anything else we get. But as it stands, yeah, that's it. I think the rest will come nearer the deadline. Are you playing World Cup Fantasy? Nah, I'm not going to be honest with you. I've never really bothered with like Euro Fantasy or World Cup Fantasy. Even Champions League Fantasy, I've given it a go once, but I don't know, FPL is like more than enough now. Like to do FPL full time, it's just like that's enough fantasy for me. I tend to just enjoy just taking the summer off when the season ends, even when the Euros or World Cup are on. So yeah, I won't be playing, but like yeah, it looks pretty fun. I imagine there'll be, I don't know, maybe 1 million or 2 that play it. Well, let's do a poll. So West Ham favourites to go down on that poll, not by much though. Are you playing World Cup Fantasy? Who would be in your free hit team? So this was the team of the week, but it didn't have. I was surprised it didn't have Bruno in it. I feel like I'd find a way to get Bruno in, but this has got 100 million budget, so maybe that's why. I wouldn't go Welbeck. I'd lose Welbeck. Maybe a 3-5-2. Instead of Welbeck, I'd get like Gibbs White, perhaps. I feel like you have to go Salah on a free hit. I'd probably lose Palmer for Bruno. Akshat, thank you for the 6 months. I'm gifted for the great season. Thanks, Akshat out. Thank you, mate. Appreciate your support this season. You're boycotting the whole thing. Yeah, so the Arsenal defence is so hard to call though on a free hit. I'd probably include Gabriel on a free hit as well, honestly, because he'll either start or not play at all, I think. Has anyone spotted you in public and called you a spy, thinking that you're Tonda Eckert yet? Not yet, not yet. I can't believe that. I mean, welcome back to the Premier League hole, but crazy. I can't believe that whole thing with Southampton getting kicked out. Oh, Akshat has just gifted 20 memberships. Mate, thank you so much. Oh, Chris got one. Welcome to all the new members. Thank you very much, Akshat, for your support throughout the season. Thank you, Akshat and Dev. 20 gifted memberships. That is crazy. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I feel like everyone's been so generous on the streams this season. The streams have been like better than ever. It's been a cracking season. The streams have been really good, I think. Probably the best season of streams we've ever done. Thank you both for the gifted memberships. Legend. Should I sell Rice or Gabriel for a hit from bench boosting? I think Gabriel's likely to play than Rice, if I had to pick one there. But they could both play. But if you're bench boosting, I'd probably sell Rice. I'll try and find out some Arsenal news near the deadline, but I don't know what the chances are. Second year in a row, all the gifts completely miss me. Jonathan Oliver says Saka's still a start for you this week. No, I'm almost certain he doesn't start, so I'm going to definitely sell him. I'm definitely selling him this stream. The only scenario where I don't sell Saka this stream is if there's a leak, like Haaland doesn't start, and then I'll buy Bowen instead and captain Bowen and bench Saka. But either way, Saka's not starting for me this game week. Yeah, the Anthony punt's not bad. Wolves home, good fixture. Yeah, you've got the membership for a month. You don't pay after the month. It's just someone's gifted it to you, so don't worry. Do you think Wilson starts? Again, I think he's got to be a doubt. Was he not benched last game? If I had to guess, I'd say he starts. Oscar, are the rumours about your book true? What's the rumours about the book? I've not heard that one. What's the book rumour? Yo, Focal, I can go from 50k to 75k for Man United, Arsenal, and Bournemouth win today. Wow. Thank you, Oscar. We'll always be fans. See you next season. Thank you, Mohammed. Appreciate you, mate. Chef Cardo, like the stream, folks. Thank you, Cardo. Is Eze a good option this week? Not guaranteed to start, but I think he probably does. So, assuming he does, I think, yeah, good option. I do think Palace are going to just almost completely rotate. Like, at least half the team, I would imagine. Like, Palace are safe, and they've got a final in 3 days. There's absolutely no logic to putting out a strong team against Arsenal. Oscar, you doing more TV appearances next season? Probably more of the same. This season has been the one where I went from doing like 2 a season to getting invited regularly. So that's been awesome to become more of a regular. Maybe they'll ask me even more next season, but they're moving where they're filming it to central London, so it's going to be more difficult to get to. But anyway, first world problems. Lord Focal, what would your moves be if there's no team leaks before the deadline? I'll do Saka to Palmer in that scenario. You and Harry and co are writing an FPL-based book. I've not heard that. I've not talked to Harry at all about book. I've thought about doing an FPL book. Not like a how to play FPL or anything like that, but more like a, you know, like the videos I do on stuff like what's the worst score of all time, what's the best scores of all time, what's the all-time FPL dream team, that sort of thing. But it's just one of those ideas I've always had at the back of my head that could be fun as like, I don't know, it's like a novelty gift or a stocking filler for any mates that you have that love FPL, but it'd be so much work, so I don't know. Would be good though, one day. I did make a start on it and I was researching how to publish and all that, but there's just so many issues you hit with like using kits and photos and all this, so I wouldn't be able to use the official FPL kits for copyright reasons. Is João Pedro available today? McFarlane said he's trained, so I'm just going to hope he's fine and starts. Why Palmer, bad form, and Sunderland have a chance going for Europe? Yeah, I mean, who else is there? The midfielders really suck this game week. The only other 2 I've looked at is Gibbs White and Szoboszlai, and I think they're both good as well. Maybe they're better. Maybe I shouldn't be going for Palmer. Yeah, I can't afford Salah. I'd 100% go for Salah if I could afford him. I was a little bit surprised, yeah, that Palmer didn't get the call up. What do you guys think about that? And any other players that didn't get the call up for England? So who else was there that missed out? Gibbs White missed out. Maguire, Lewis Hall, Trent. There was a few surprises, but you know, Tuchel's picking players that fit his system perfectly, right? Instead of just big names, which I guess was more what we saw from Southgate. So it's a gamble. Like, you know, if England reached the final or something, then I think people would say, yeah, fair enough. But if we get knocked out early, then it's going to look really bad. Yeah, MLS, Bowen. There's a lot of big names that didn't get called up. Yeah, I was quite surprised. Gibbs White's had a great season. There's been a few weird ones like that. Like, for Brazil, and this is coming from an Arsenal fan, for Martinelli to get the call up when he's got like one league goal, and then João Pedro to get overlooked. I know we're talking slightly different positions, but I thought that was really harsh on João Pedro with the season he's had. Oh yeah, no Foden as well. Yeah, I don't know. Foden's not had a good season, has he? So I think that one's fair enough. So about 36% playing World Cup Fantasy, 64% aren't. But you know, we are champions, my friend. I'm heading over to the Emirates later after the games. I think it's going to be another mad one. Yeah, Lewis Hall I was really surprised by, like, and then it was like Spence, David Ornstein tweeted, Jed Spence rewarded for his fine form and gets an England call up, and like Lewis Hall misses out. So what fine form are we talking about here? Will Saka start? No, I don't think he will. No, I'm not going to play World Cup Fantasy. I'm just going to take the summer off. I've got a busy summer, to be fair. Got the stag do, getting married, and then honeymoon. Got to squeeze a lot in. Yeah, I was quite surprised by Spence getting the call up. But I think Tuchel's really big on like versatile players, because Spence can play left back and right back. Same with like Dan Burn. I was quite surprised by Burn, but I know he's a bit of a leader and he can play left back, he can play centre back. So maybe he's also looking for like the maximum versatility. Yeah, and Henderson's another one. Like, obviously he's not really done anything for Brentford, but he's known to be a proper leader. So I think that's the reason, to have those leaders in the dressing room, because that is also really important. Where do you play World Cup Fantasy? I think it'll be on the official FIFA website. There'll be official and unofficial ones, but the official one's always the one that's the most popular. If he's going for versatile players, he should have picked Bowen. But Bowen, it's more or less like right wing or striker, and he's got a few right wingers already. He's got a few strikers. What was it? Watkins, Kane, and Tony. But yeah, Bowen was a bit harsh as well. Stones has been injured for 90% of the season. He shouldn't have been called. I think he's out injured as well for Gameweek 38, so that really surprised me. I know he's also been injured for most of the season, but I would have rather have taken someone like Colwill. Anyway, yeah, it's a big gamble from Tuchel, so we'll have to see. Like, if it doesn't go well, we got knocked out early, or he doesn't do nearly as well as Southgate did, then people will be calling for him out. Is Donnarumma unlikely to start? Yeah, I think that whole Man City team is at risk. Besides, I guess Bernardo Silva, and that's about it, right? Anything else could happen in that game. Pepper's New England manager trust. Yeah, I was listening to his press conference, and he's taken time off for sure. But the way he was talking, he'll definitely be back. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does a year off and then he's back. Oh, Neverlab with a huge super chat. Thank you very much. He says, "Hi Oscar, cheers yet again for your excellent content this season. Your honesty and natural manner is why you're so highly appreciated, in my opinion. Maybe buy Teddy a nice treat. Keep up the excellent work, Oscar." Neville, thank you very much, mate. That's very, very generous. Appreciate the kind words. Thank you for that. That means a lot. yeah, it's been a good season. The comments have been awesome throughout the season. The streams have been good fun. Another good season of growth. So thank you all. Yeah, I think Pep will probably end up doing something with Spain, whether that's La Liga or the international team. Thank you, Robot. What's your transfer plan? I'm looking to do Saka to Parma. I really like Gibbs White as well, though. His underlying data has actually been unbelievable recently, Gibbs White. And obviously Bournemouth is actually really poor away. So I think it's really close between Gibbs White and Palmer. I don't know, I've just got this feeling like Chelsea finish on a high this fixture. So I kind of want Palmer. And also it's the highest upside move in the sense that, you know, if Palmer and João Pedro are both starting, they link up for a goal. There's even more upside there. But yes, if Sunderland... I mean, Sunderland would have to beat Chelsea. Brentford would have to lose to Liverpool, and then Sunderland could make Europa Conference League. So there's a small chance there. I don't know. I just fancy Chelsea to win this one. I guess I'll take some confidence after the result against Spurs as well. Oh, Prince Farouk, thanks for the 17 months. He says, "Hey Oscar, you sound so sure that Saka doesn't start." Yeah, I just don't see it. Like, the league is wrapped up, and the biggest game in Arsenal's history is in a week. It's next Sunday, a week today. So why risk him? There's no merit really in playing him. The only thing you could get out of it is a bit of rhythm, but I just don't think it's necessary. I just can't imagine a world where he does myself. I'll try and get some Arsenal news near the deadline. Maybe we'll know for sure, but I just don't see it. What do you guys think? Like, imagine he plays Saka, and then Saka gets crunched, and he's out for the final. We're going to need a full-strength team to have any shot against PSG. And Saka out would just be like nail in the coffin, I think. So I just can't imagine Saka playing. And in hindsight, buying Trossard was stupid because I don't think he will either. Bradley says 14 months. Do you think Lewis Skelly starts? What about Cherki? I think Lewis Skelly will. Cherki, if I had to guess, I'd say he does, but it's honestly like guesswork with the City lineup. It's City's last game. Again, the league's wrapped up, so maybe he'll give those peripheral players minutes. But then Cherki's been getting bench lows recently, so maybe he'll come back into the 11 this game. If I had to guess, I'd say both start, but it's really hard to call. It'd probably be Hincapié left back, so it'd have to be Lewis Skelly in midfield. He was benched last game, wasn't he? So it makes sense for him to come in now, so he doesn't have 2 games off before the final. I think he'll probably want to start him in midfield in the final. Max says 2 free transfers: João Pedro to Bowen or Saka to Szoboszlai or Lacroix to Porro. I would prioritise Saka out. I'm in a similar situation to you, and I'm looking to sell Saka because, like, at least João Pedro is trained, so I think he's got a decent chance. Saka, I genuinely can't see him starting this one, so I think he has to be the priority sell. You excited for the off-season, Oscar? I can't wait, to be fair. My bees arrive soon as well, so I'm looking forward to beekeeping. You think Sarr starts also? I hate my team. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if Sarr doesn't play. You know, it could be like, even the likes of Munoz, it could be Klein, right wing back. Voice is too low. Looks alright on the meter here. I can turn it up a little bit. How about there? Is that better? I've turned it up a little bit. I can go even higher. How about there? Maybe there? Or I'll bring the mic closer. MGF says, thanks for the content, mate. What do you think about a cheeky Jadon Anthony punt? It looks like a game with potential for goals. Congrats on the title. Thank you, MGF. Yeah, I don't mind Anthony. Like, a lot of people out there have got, I don't know, like Gross or Tavernier or Mitoma, these sort of guys. And I think Anthony is an upgrade. Yeah, I don't mind it. It depends how much money you've got. I like players like Gibbs White and Zobo even more, but Anthony's good for what he costs and has a massive differential. Risky Pearl can't see Gyökeres starting because he might play the final. Yeah, maybe. I think he might have Havertz up top in the final. Fantasy B League. City odds dropped. Should we have a look on FPL Joe's website? He's got... I need to get this added on FPL.page next season. It's been on the to-do list on the doc for absolutely ages, but he's implemented it so well here. Where's City's odds? So what's that over the last day? Oh yeah, they just fell off a cliff there. Oh god, don't tell me Haaland doesn't start. Oh, you can't even see that. If I go. It's a bit difficult for you to see probably, but can you see the odds have just dropped off there? These are the odds over the last day. Or if I go last 12 or even 6 hours. So this morning City were on 2.89 projected goals, and then now they're on 2.54. Fuck, that's Haaland benched. Oh god, that is definitely going to be Haaland not starting. What else could it be? That's such a drastic drop. Maybe Semenyo benched. So what's that? 0.35 projected goals. That's a massive drop, by the way, especially in the space of since this morning. I've got a bad feeling that's Haaland not starting. We might get some leaks near the deadline anyway, but yeah, that's a pretty drastic drop off. That could be Haaland not starting, I'll be honest. Anyway, we'll end that poll there on World Cup Fantasy. You reckon it's Semenyo? But that's such a huge drop. Maybe it's both wingers. Optimistically, that's my optimistic take. I'll say it's both wingers, and it's like Savio right wing, Foden left or something, or vice versa. Who makes these numbers up? Those are the bookies' odds. So those are just directly from the markets, and you always see movement like before the lineups drop if there's some major news, because obviously there's people that have this insider knowledge and they can take advantage of it on the market odds. Ash, thank you very much for the 34 months. Sorry late Oscar, happy B-Day, tar for the season. Thank you, Ash, for your support over the whole season and all the comments. I do appreciate you. So I'll talk about what I'll do in a sec if Haaland's benched. Mark said, hi Oscar, should I take a hit this week? He's got Verbruggen, Darlow, O'Reilly, Gabriel, Van Hexley, Gummerson, Wilson, Taff, Bruno, Hinshelwood, Haaland. 1 free transfer, 4 mil in the bank. I don't think he needs to take a hit. I'd play Verbruggen, O'Reilly, Gabriel. I'd probably play Saliba, honestly. He might just start or not play at all, so you just start him. Wilson, I would actually just take the chance. So Wilson's having here, Bruno, Hinshelwood, Cherki. No, I think your team is fine. You don't need to take a hit here. I would just look to do... I think you can afford DCL to Bowen, can't you? DCL to Bowen. And then bench Wilson. That looks good, Mark. Yeah, I'll keep checking around in terms of the City odds and leaks and stuff, but don't know, that's a huge drop in the odds. Like, it just fell off a cliff not long ago. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on that. It'll either be both wingers it'll either be Doku and Semenyo don't start, or it could be Haaland doesn't start. Maybe even one of the wingers as well. But you saw it, the odds were like that, and then it just went down. Surely Tati starts over Wilson. It's the I'm guessing he's got the other Wilson, Fulham's, from where he put him in the message. Haaland bench would be more. I don't know if it would be. I remember there was the game early in the season where Haaland and Foden didn't start and the odds dropped by a similar amount. Anyone remember that? I remember it was during the deadline stream again, and we were looking at the odds, and they just fell really suddenly. And I think it ended up being both Haaland and Foden didn't start that game. Afternoon, Oliver. Mark says, what's the leaks on Arsenal City? No leaks at the moment. Gonna keep a close eye on it, but as it stands, nothing. There's a chance we get some stuff nearer the deadline, but yeah, I would expect it to come nearer. So I'd strongly recommend no one makes an early transfer at this stage. Like, there's no, unless you're not around at the deadline, there's no reason to make a move now when you can just wait an hour and a bit. So I'll check around definitely as the deadline stream goes on for any leaks and news. So for the last time this season, who's going to be the top scoring player in FPL this game week? I'm going to go... So it was Watkins last game week, 15-pointer. By the way, Haaland hasn't been king of the game week all season. That's mind-blowing, isn't it? And Bruno's only been king of the game week once. Only once for Bruno. Nothing for Haaland and king of the game week the entire season. It's going to be Bowen, 2 goals, 1 assist. I'll go Somerville. I like that fixture. I'll go Somerville. Yeah, we do it on the Discord as well, but we do it on the streams. Bellman says, hi Oscar in chat. Thank you for the videos and the deadline streams. See you next season. Thank you, Bellman. Appreciate you, mate. Thank you for the support throughout the season. Absolute legend. Thank you. So, what we got? We've got Somerville, Dubravka, Tati, Salah, Solanke, Beto, Bowen, Bruno. Martinelli finally gets a hat-trick. Oh, it could be an Arsenal player. Yeah, Martinelli's not a bad shout. Bruno goes mental on the assist. I mean, Brighton away is a tough game. Like, if I buy... So, yeah, going back to what I was saying earlier. If there's a leak, Haaland doesn't start. Instead, I will sell Haaland for Bowen and captain Bowen. I wouldn't even captain Bruno. I would captain Bowen. But let's do a captain poll as it stands. As it stands, who's your captain? So Haaland, Bowen. Who else could I put on this? Bruno. And other. So if you go other, put in chat. Who's the other? Just checking around online, like for anything on City or the odds dropping there. Not looking great. There's going to be some major benchings for City, I think. Gibbs white cap, yeah, nice. Oscar says, this is not me, another Oscar. Oscar says, amazing analysis all season, Oscar. Keep it going next season. Definitely will be keeping going next season. No plans to stop. Got some big stuff planned for next season. Other message in chat. What's the golden boot race look like? Haaland's got it wrapped already. I think... How many goals would Thiago need? Wouldn't he need like 5 goals? Haaland's on 27. Thiago's on 22. So Thiago needs 5. Haaland needs to not score. 5 goals at Anfield. Doable. Remember, was it Gerrard's last game? Liverpool conceded 5. Might even have been at Anfield. Which wood species would make the best bench? Probably teak. Or oak. Will Saka start? Probably not. No, I'm not doing World Cup fantasy either. Taking the summer off from fantasy games. Yeah, Gibbs White and Anderson are both good picks. I mean, Anderson's pretty boring Gameweek 38 pick, but he does have a goal involvement in him. I like Gibbs White more for the upside, definitely. Mills, yeah, says, hi Oscar, I've got 4 transfers and a bench boost and I'm lost. Raya, Dubravka, Gabriel, Van Heck, Munoz, Lacroix, Riley, Zubimeni, Rogers, Cherki, Bruno, Stack, Thiago, Welbeck and Haaland. So yeah, you're going to have to sell Stack. Dubravka, annoyingly, I think you will as well. I'd do Dubravka to Hermansen because he's only like 4.2 mil. How much is... Can you do Rogers to Gibbs White? Ah, this is tricky because you've got... I guess Rogers might still play, to be fair. But that Villa team... Let me just find FPL Villain's predicted lineup because I saw it just before going live and I was like, whoa. He did say complete roll of the dice here. This lineup could be anything. The journalist covering Villa have suggested we don't see many of the players that featured on Wednesday being involved. I mean, look at that. Maybe something like Rogers to Jadon Anthony, Dubravka to Hermansen, Stack to... Can you afford... I don't know if you can afford Stack to Gibbs White. It's tricky, this one. Any cheap midfielders I'm not thinking of. How are we doing, Top? Welcome to the stream. But you're going to have to... Yeah, you have to keep an eye out for leaks near the deadline as well. Because like, if Haaland doesn't start, you just do Haaland to Bowen. And then you've got more than enough money to buy all the players you want. Like Palmer, for example, or Gibbs White. But yeah, Dubravka to Hermansen. You could do Rogers to Anthony. Stack up to whatever you can afford there. And then the last transfer, if there's no leaks at all, sell one of the Palace defenders. Sell Munoz. I think Lacroix might start, Munoz doesn't. John says, love the content, mate. My team is Sarr, Leno, Van Dijk, Mukiele, Gabriel, Chow, Trafford, Dango, Bruno, Somerville, and Mbumo and Dye, Haaland, Bowen, Welbeck. On a bench boost of a -8 hit. Have you already taken the -8 then? I mean, your team looks good. Just you have to hope that everyone plays. I think for future seasons, I would just never bench boost in Gameweek 38. It's just never worth it because it's the single game week that's most prone to mass rotation. Like when teams have got nothing to play for, managers will generally give those peripheral players. Because like, let's not forget, there are players in all these squads that spend the whole season training week in, week out, and they just never get a sniff in the starting 11. Or they're just restricted to, 10 minutes here and there off the bench. There's loads of players like that. And they deserve to get some minutes when it's the end of the season. There's nothing left to play for. Thank you, Bettina. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming by. So there's that. And there's also, like we've got Palace playing in the final in 3 days. Arsenal in the final in a week. It's just an absolute minefield this game week. But yeah, it looks good. Hopefully they all play. Nice team, John. Ricardo says, hi Oscar, just wanted to say thank you for all the effort and content this season. And also good luck for yourself and everyone in the chat this game week. Thank you, Ricardo. Appreciate you, mate. Thank you for the kind words. Thanks for the support over the season as well. Doc says, Oscar, should I stick with Haaland triple captain or take a punt by transferring in Enzo, Richarlison and triple captain, one of them for a differential? Have you got Bowen already, Doc? I like Haaland to Bowen if there's a leak Haaland doesn't start. Yeah, I heard John Stones is injured. I think he's not going to even be in the squad. Hope you break top 20k, man. I mean, it's unlikely. Team's in a state this game week, but that's all right. I'll take top 50k. There's a bit of a underwhelming end to the season because I was hovering at 10k here and there, and then I bounced back, and then I got back near again, then I bounced back. But honestly, it's a pretty good season. Can't complain. Free hit team. So if I was doing the best possible team for this week, again, it's so dependent on leaks, but I definitely have Bowen and Haaland. I just realised this thing I've done with the kits messes up there. Let me take those back off. Oh, then you can't see it. Never mind. I'll go back to that. I'd have Gibbs White. Is it possible to fit Salah in as well? Gotta have him in, haven't we? I guess you have to have Bruno as well. It's tough. What if we go 3-5-2? So we go Gw. Even that's over. Anthony. You go cheap in goal. Hermansen. I'd go Porro. It really depends on leaks though, because if there's City players leaks start and you do include them, I have to emphasise that. I like Mavro. What else would you change here? I guess you actually go Gabriel, and then the other starts or doesn't play at all. Something along those lines. What do you think? Maybe Tavernier's not the best. Hinchelwood? Yeah, you could go Hinchelwood over Tavernier. I don't mind that. That's 0.3 mil left in the bank as well. Virgil? Yeah, Van Dijk's not a bad shot. Took a -6 because you had the one transfer and you had Cherki, Anderson and Watkins. Still had to bench boost to use, mate. Yeah, fair enough. Just in future seasons, just use it earlier. Charlie in the chat says, Oscar, what a season, lad. What a season it's been. Can you believe it? 9 months later. Felt like just yesterday it was Game Week 1. We had this whole season ahead of us. Sorry, my mate was asking if I was live. I might be meeting him later at the FPL thing in London. You think Harry Wilson starts? Yeah, I think he will. I think he will. Because it's probably his last ever game, right? He deserves the send-off. Salah captain. Yeah, anyone looking at Salah captain? I didn't actually have him on the captain poll. I think it's just so difficult to get to him. Although, obviously, if there's a leak, Haaland doesn't start. And you've got 2 transfers. Then you could go Haaland down to a cheaper forward. And then one of your mids up to Salah. That'd be really tempting. Any other YouTubers going to the meetup? I don't know. I don't think Harry said he was going to be, but now he's not because he's away for something or something like that. Ross lives up north, so I don't think he is. Oh, FPL mate's going, so Dan will be there. I think Holly Shand is going. I'm not too sure exactly who's going, but it should be a good turnout. And then so I'll go there for the games, and then I'll head to the Emirates after that, probably like 7 o'clock ish. If anyone's going to the Emirates, might see you there. Differentials to gain 10 to 15 points. I'd say, you never know. Palmer, I still think. Gibbs, White, Zobbo. Who else? Anthony, but I'm not sure if he'll make up that gap. Maybe Maddison if we get a leak that he plays. I don't know if the minutes will be enough, to be honest with you. I don't think I'd buy Maddison. Last one of the season then. What do we go with? The options are coconut, white peach. So coconut, white peach, strawberry kiwi, pear, or lemon. Maybe coconut? That sounds quite refreshing because it's absolutely sweltering here. Coconut. Go coconut. God, that smells strong like coconut. Shout out for the final team this season to Holy Energy for sponsoring the streams. If you want to check them out, there's a link in the description. Coupon codes. One of them gets you 10% off. One gets you a $5 off. So try both. It's got electrolytes, minerals, coconut water, 0 sugar, no aspartame, no taurine, natural flavors, cheaper than soft drinks. That is lovely. So yeah, do check them out. Thank you, Holy, for your support. Opens coconut drink. Wow, that smells like coconut. It's just like extremely strong. It hit me before I even put my nose to it. It's like really intense coconut smell. Bobby says, cheers for all the content this year. Enjoy a well-deserved summer break. Also, the armband is on Bowen. Let's have a little fun for the last game week. Good luck, everyone. Yeah, thank you, Bobby, first of all. And I actually agree. I think Bowen is the second best captain after Haaland, if Haaland starts. So if Haaland doesn't start, I'm going to buy Bowen and captain him. And I'll have to bench Saka, because I don't think Saka starts. But yeah, thank you again, Bobby. And thank you for not suing me this season for FPL advice. Anyone remember that, when I got sued for FPL advice? That was Bobby. I told him to captain Palmer against Southampton and Palmer blanked and he sued me. JH says, this is my team. Verbruggen, Darlow, Van Heck, Gabriel, O'Reilly. You've got 2 transfers. You're 5th in your league. Who to bench and captain? So first of all, again, wait till near the deadline just in case there's any huge leaks that could change your plans. You know, like Haaland or Cherki or O'Reilly not starting, or maybe some other player might be leaked starting or not. You know, for example, let's say if Foden starts, Cherki doesn't. You could do Cherki to Foden. But otherwise, not sure how much you got in the bank. So it's hard to fully advise. But Rice to Gibbs White, I quite like. What else? Yeah, it's hard to advise you though. I think you're going to probably get some news that will affect your plans of Haaland or Cherki. But you could do Lafay to Anthony. That was one move that came to mind here. What's actually the clean sheet odds like for this week? City and then Spurs. Yeah, you could do Porro. I really like Porro again this week. He might be the best defender this week. So, for example, if O'Reilly doesn't start, O'Reilly to Porro, or if you've got enough money in the bank, you do Strike to Porro. Yeah, tricky one this. Because it's not a bad team as it is, but it really depends on leaks. But yeah, probably Rice out. I don't know if Rice would start this one, so I'd definitely sell him. And then maybe Lafay as well, and just chase the upside with a couple of mids to try and close that gap. Paulo Diaga says, I still have free transfers. Free, is that free hit, do you mean? We did a free hit draft. This was it here. So that would be it if I had the free hit still. If I was doing a Gameweek 38 free hit. So I would bench Hill, Beale, and Darlow there. Oh, and Gw, 352. If there's no leaks, watch your moves. I'll do Saka to Palmer. So yeah, just grab a screenshot of that because I'm going to flick back over to my team. But that would be my free hit team. Justine says, Leno, Darlow, Gabriel, Saliba, Munoz, O'Reilly, Saka to Salah, Haaland to Bowen from -4. I'd only consider that if there's a leak that Haaland doesn't start. Otherwise, that's so high risk. Because I think Haaland's the best captain if he starts. You hope there's no leaks. I mean, that would be maximum chaos if there's no leaks. It's possible. It's very possible there's just nothing that comes out. We've already had Salah and Robertson start. So that's in your bottom left corner of your screen. Any other stuff we get, I'll put there. Yeah, I wouldn't take the hit if there's no news, Justine. I would just do Saka out. So you could buy Palmer, you could buy Gibbs White, Szoboszlai, they're all great. I think I'm going to buy Palmer. I think that'll be my final transfer. Vijay, thank you for the super chat as well, without the message. Thank you, mate. Hermansen or Sanchez? I would say Hermansen. I think West Ham win that one, like 2 or 3-0, personally. Why do you think Haaland's the best captain? So I'm fully expecting Aston Villa to rotate massively. Like if I just bring up that predicted lineup from FPL Villain, by the way, he did say this lineup could be anything. But they've just played the final. They were totally on the beach. It's a dead rubber game, so we could see mass rotation. If it's a team like that, and it's Pep's final game, I don't know. All I can see is City battering them at the Etihad. Let's go back to the odds, see if they've moved at all. The City odds, that is. So this morning they were on 2.96, and now they've just dropped and stayed at 2.56. That's a 0.4 drop. Sorry, since like 8 PM last night. And then now they've stayed there. It's not great, is it? The win odds are still very high, but the goal scoring odds have dropped by, is that 0.4? It's so huge. I've got a bad feeling Haaland doesn't start. I think there's a good chance we get some news. I think my chat's frozen as well here. Uh-oh. PC's overheating or something. Yeah, let me just refresh this. That's frozen. Alright, just put that there, put that there. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Those dropping odds could be because Villa don't rotate. I mean, that's a good point. That's also possible. It could just be that Villa are actually going full strength, but I'd be surprised. Poor Holy on it. The last time the odds dropped from 3 to 2.65 against Wolves, Haaland was benched. Yeah, exactly. And that's a 0.35 drop. We've seen a 0.4 drop overnight. I mean, look at Luke's predicted lineup. He does say this is a total lottery this week. But Luke's like always been really good with Man City predictions. But he's got Marmoush, Foden, Marmoush. Oh, fuck me, this would be absolute disaster. I'd have triple City benched. He does say this is a total lottery, but maybe Pep does just fully rotate for the final game. Imagine that. Maybe I'd be taking a Gameweek 38 -4 if there's a leak like that. Did you have that line up in your flowchart, Oscar? I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't even do a flowchart in the end. There's just so many permutations that I'll just wing it on the fly if there's some big news. Because this game week is such a minefield that there's just so many potential players and permutations that I just didn't even bother. As it stands, Saka's getting sold. But like, if Haaland doesn't start, then Haaland's getting sold, Saka's getting benched. If Haaland, Cherki and O'Reilly don't start, then I'm going to have to play Van Heck and Beale. Razan says this is so stressing. Oh dear. Good old FPL. Are we going to miss this or what? I don't know if you saw, but one thing that they're doing this game week, which is brand new, is points aren't going to be finalised today. It's I think it's midnight tonight. So not or is it tomorrow? Basically, they're waiting longer for Opta to do all their stats updates before finalising bonus and DEFCON. Because you know sometimes you just get random DEFCON updates and bonus updates, and I ended up making a tool that tracks it on the Focal app or fpl.page/points-changes. You know, you get these. For this game week, they're going to wait for Opta to do all of their updates. So normally the game just gets locked and that's it. But for this game week, it's different. And next season as well, every game week's going to be different now, where they'll make sure they get all the correct bonus and DEFCON before finalising. It's midnight tonight. Okay, there we go. Whereas, you know, any past season didn't work like that. Chris, thank you for the 40 months. He says, are you into the wildcard Panini stickers? I'm hooked. I'd collected them when I was younger, but no. It's just a money sink, isn't it? I could do without a money sink right now. So no, I'm not. Michael says he's enjoyed this season, but won't be playing next year. What did you say, Farouk? Was that earlier, or did it not come through? That was way earlier, no? You said, you sound so sure Saka doesn't start, and I was explaining why I don't think he does. Or was it something else? Is anyone else not coming back next season to FPL? Surely you're all coming back. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Michael. You say it now, I'm not coming back. When we get to July, and official FPL do their big tweet, FPL is live for 2026-27, you'll be straight in there. Early ID, team entered, first draft. It's too addictive. We're all hooked to this game. Noctambuli says, I'm addicted, I'll always come back. Paul says, FPL is my life. John says, it might be a retirement time from FPL. Oh, it didn't come through, Farouk. Put it in chat. Belman says, I will never stop playing. Trust, one day when I'm sitting in a retirement home, I'll still be doing my FPL team. FPL's like a drug. You don't get the rush anymore. Why is that? Why don't you get the rush anymore, do you think? Oscar, my grandma says she thinks you're cute. Thank you very much to Wild Pony Music's grandma. Playing since 2007. What was everyone's first season? What was everyone's first season playing FPL? Kraza says, hey Oscar, Marmish or Foden for Cherki if there's leaks? God, I didn't even thought about doing Haaland to Marmish. Is Marmish a forward or a mid? What is Marmish on FPL? He's a forward, no? He's a mid. He must be mid if you're asking that. Probably Foden. I'd go Foden out of those. 18-19 season, 10-11, 2021, 23-24. 4 years, first season. Fats Young says, I say every year, I'm not playing, always back. Good afternoon, Baz. How we doing, mate? 14-15. No more pet roulette. Since the 10-11. I think mine was 11-12 or 12-13 season. It might have been the Michu season. First season was 22-23. Yoker is out, Bowen in. What do you think? I like that move, yeah. Yeah, I didn't see a message, Prince Farouk. I'm trying to spot it in chat, so put it again. What's your plan with Thiago? I'm just going to start him, hope for the best. I originally had planned to do Thiago to Bowen, because I thought the title race was going to go down to the wire. Like, I wouldn't change it for the world from an Arsenal perspective. But it has completely messed my FPL team up. Because I was expecting City and Arsenal to need to go full strength in 38. And that was definitely going to include Trossard, Saka, Gabriel all starting. And probably Haaland, O'Reilly, maybe Cherki. But now I'm in this situation where there's so many rotation risks. I don't have the luxury to sell Thiago. So I'm going to play him. Yeah, I think Gyökeres has got a decent chance of starting. If I had to predict who, I actually think it would be him, but Bowen is still better. Shaq Attack says, leaving on a high note with my boy Salah. 5 seasons, top 100. Is that top 100k? Yeah, I'm jealous. I wish I could finish with Salah captain. Leading the league by 7 points. Do I take a hit to remove Saka and any one of Semenyo, Haaland to field 11 players, or just use one free transfer? I would sell Saka, and I wouldn't sell Semenyo or Haaland for a hit. Unless you really have poor players off your bench that you'd play instead. And I'd only do it as well if there was a leak, like Haaland doesn't start. Like Haaland to Bowen and Saka out seems quite strong for -4. Check lazy FPL, Haaland bench. Fuck, are you serious? I'll put it on screen. Alright, let me update the little leaks widget. Oh my god. Haaland doesn't start. Let me tweet it then. See, I told you earlier when the odds were dropping, I was like, I've got a bad feeling that's Haaland not starting. I'll post it on Instagram and that as well. So there we go. Haaland doesn't start. So I'm doing Haaland to Bowen. That's locked in. Ah, God, this is not good. My team is so bad. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Fuck me. I'm gonna have to bench Saka. I'm not. Do I take a -4? Let me just work. Piss off with fantasy challenge. Let me have a look at what I can do here. So if I do Haaland to Bowen, can I afford Saka to Salah? I can. Is that worth it? Is anyone... Do I take a -4 for Salah? Or do I play Van Heck? Oh, I should have thought this in advance. I just didn't think Haaland would be benched. I think I just don't take the hit. But Salah's... I can even do... I think I can even do Haaland... I could even do Trossard out. And keep Saka. But Saka... I still have to bench Saka. I think I'm doing it, you know. Let me dig out my old Salah graphic. Do we buy the FPL Go for the actual last dance? Hang on. Let me just save this. Why is that not saved? I wanted to just pull up the graphic of Salah's all-time... What is going on? What? Sorry, one sec. I'm trying to just save this. Alright, here we go. Salah. This should not be so hard. Right, here we go. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. The last dance with Salah. Maybe. Sorry, let me go back to chat now. Yeah, so Haaland's not starting. If anyone's just joining now, Haaland doesn't start. That's lazy FPL that have leaked that, and they are reliable. I've got Haaland in a bloody thumbnail as well. Should I quickly update the thumbnail? Just put Salah in it. No, I can't do that while I'm live. No, let's not mess around with doing graphics while we're live. It took long enough to do that Salah one. I might take a -4 for Salah. I've been told he starts as well, so it's not even like he comes off the bench. I'm gonna turn super chats off for a bit. Got end of season stress of FPL. Can you beat it? Because I want to just like read chat more as well. I'll turn it back on again nearer the deadline. We've got 45-ish minutes. Right, I'm bursting in for a piss as well. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to think about what to do with my FPL team pool. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Teacher's gone, guys. Did you all behave while I was gone? Right. You have the best FPL Live and best content. I don't know if that's true. Wish you the best rank this week. Thank you. Thank you very much, though. So, the last answer was Salah. Because if I don't take a -4, my team is that, except Bowen's in for Haaland. Oh my god, I don't even know if like O'Reilly and Cherki start either. Good piss. Wash my hands as well. Any other leaks? That's it at the moment. So I can do, so I'd bench Van Heck, I guess. And I'd go like that. I think that'd be the lineup. I guess I'd have to put Van Heck ahead of Saka. Is that crazy? I think Hill over Van Heck makes sense, and I'd go like that. Oh, Gameweek 38 -4. Yeah, if Cherki's benched, like I'm 100% taking it. I think I'm gonna do it anyway now. Hello, Oscar. Thank you for everything this season. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. Is anyone taking a -4 now? We need a hand of Arsenal league. Let me see if I can. I'll ask around for Arsenal. I can't believe Haaland's not starting. I guess it is believable. It kind of makes sense in a way before the World Cup, and it's like an unimportant game, but it's Pep's last game as well. So as it stands, Salah and Robertson start, Haaland doesn't. That's what we've got. You're playing track and field on that keyboard. Mate, I do type fast, let alone during a deadline stream. Do we even know if Salah starts? I was told he does. So I think I'm going to do the -4 for him. What's your typing speed? It's years of playing RuneScape. Back in the day. Before they made old school RuneScape, that was just the RuneScape that I played when I was a kid. Standing outside the bank typing, selling uncooked sharks. Right, who would know? Hand of Erzul. Shall I just ask him? Oh, he's got his DMs. Oh no, he doesn't. I can't just drop in his DMs and be like, what's the Arsenal team? He would never tell me, he doesn't know me. Glow 1, Wave 1. Oh my god, what a throwback. Right, let's kill that poll now, because Haaland doesn't start, reportedly. So, fresh captain poll. Who's your captain? So, we'll put on it Bruno, Bowen, Salah, and other. But let us know your other, because I don't know now. I think captaincy's just been blown wide open. How we doing, Viet? I've got an idea. put a little cross against Haaland on the thumbnail. Because I can't redo the whole thing. But I can't just put Haaland on there when he's not even starting. It's like deceiving thumbnail. Oh, I can't believe that. So Haaland doesn't start. There's going to be more near the deadline. I'm sure of it. 45 minutes to go. There we go. I've put a crappy little red cross in it. That's the best I can do while live. So going back to that free hit team, God, now you... Where was that? Was it there? Yeah. So you don't have Haaland. Who do you even go with up top? You just go Thiago and bench him. So much money in the bank. I'd go like Palmer over Tavernier. You can have such a cracked team now. I guess you just put Welbeck in there as well and bench him. That'd be the free hit, something like that now. Yeah, I heard Salah and Robertson start. Haaland doesn't, so I think I'm going to take a -4. Michael says, honestly, I just enjoy the streams as much for the banter and community as for the FPL advice. Yeah, I would agree with that. Streams are always good banter. The community always show up in a good way for these. And I enjoy like the back and forth doing it live, which you don't get with videos. I don't think the Arsenal team would be leaked, so I would be amazed if Saka starts as well. But that would be a lifesaver, I can't lie, if he does. I don't think we'll hear anything though. I've asked around, so I'll keep an eye on it. We don't really get Arsenal leaks, so we need so much luck. Yeah, nothing on Cherki and O'Reilly. I know a lot of people are wondering about him, or those two, about Semenyo. Don't know, as it stands. Lazy FPL saying Salah starts. Yeah, I've had that in the bottom corner there since the start. I've heard the same. What's the captain poll saying now? Bruno's top, then it's Bowen, then Salah, and then other. I think what I'm going to do, Haaland to Bowen, Trossard to Salah, -4. And Captain Bowen versus Salah versus Bruno is difficult. I think I'm going to Captain Bowen. Oh, this really could be like make or break or an absolute horrendous end to the season. But I think my gut feeling is Bowen. I don't know who FPL S7S is, so I wouldn't trust that. But they're obviously just guessing based on the fact that Haaland doesn't start, so they've just connected 2 dots there. No, nothing on Cherki. Bruno's going to do everything to break the record. I know, it's just Brighton away. It just doesn't sit well with me. It's just not the best fixture. Yeah, Haaland doesn't start. That's what Lazy FPL have said. The other news I heard was Salah and Robertson do. So I'm thinking about Salah in. Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult this because if I do Haaland to Bowen, I'd have to play Van Heck. No, I have to take the -4. I think my team just doesn't have enough strength otherwise. Because if Cherki and O'Reilly don't start, I'm down to 9. If Gabriel doesn't start, I'm down to 8. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a -4, I think. So it will be Trossard to Salah, Haaland to Bowen, and I'll have to bench Saka. I just can't imagine Saka starting. I'd love to start him, and it's such a good fixture, but I just can't see it. I wouldn't be surprised if Gabriel's okay though, but O'Reilly and Cherki feel massively at risk as well. Like, City could massively rotate and still get a result against this Villa team that are also going to massively rotate, having just won the Europa League and already secured Champions League regardless. Trossard has a better chance to start than Saka. Is that true? I'm not sure on that either. Is that true? Martinelli will probably start. And then it could be Eze that moves over there. Maybe Trossard doesn't play at all, or not even in the squad. I think both are unlikely. I think Martinelli starts, yeah. At this point, I guess I have to just consider who comes off the bench. Who's likely to come off the bench. Maybe Saka. Trossard's more likely. Yeah, Martinelli and Madueke will start, but who's likely to come off the bench? Because I might at this point I might be scraping the barrel. I need someone that will have a cameo. Darwin is out. Oh, is he? Is that true? I've not seen that. Is that true? If that's true, then that's another reason to sell Trossard. Where's that though? I've not seen that anywhere. It's not on Premier Injuries. He's got exams. Oh, are you serious? I saw he missed training because he had GCSEs, but he's literally not in the squad because of GCSEs. What am I googling here? Get a life. Dalman has missed training because he's currently sitting his GCSE exams. Arsenal already wrapped the league up. He's given... It's half term though. I don't know. Yellow flagged for GCSEs is crazy work. Not dedicated enough. Yeah, so I sell Trossard then. He's got infants. Oh, God's sake. Maybe I can just do the Liverpool kit as well, because I made next season's Liverpool kit, but I didn't think to add it to my lineup thing. Because you see, it's got this season's Liverpool kit. It'd be kind of nice to have that there as well. So, how did I do it again? I uploaded it. I went over here. Kits. Liverpool. Upload. And then it was copy that there. Copy that there. And I did this. Kit 1466. I think I remembered how I did it. Did that work? Yeah, look. Oh wait, what? Salah's in an Arsenal shirt, Saka's in a Liverpool shirt. What have I done here? What? What have I done here? Is it like, oh, that? Yeah, boom, got it. Sorry. Let me just go back over. Right. Salah's the Prem winner. Saka, here we go. Oh dear. So yeah, I'm going to take the -4. Focal breaks news, Salah to Arsenal. Hey, he'd be great backup to Saka and Madueke and Dalman. Right, opinion on Marmoush captain. I feel like he'll come off early though, won't he? And Haaland comes on. Surely. I don't know if the minutes are enough. Mark says, hi all, any Chelsea or Brighton leaks? I don't think so. I'll keep an eye. I've had super chats off for like half the stream, so let me turn them back on now. There we go. So yeah, as it stands, I'm now doing Haaland to Bowen, Trossard to Salah, and then Captain Bowen. What's the captain poll saying? 53% Bruno, 25% Bowen, 14% Salah, 7% other. This is going to end up an all-timer end of season stream list. I think you need a pint, Oscar. I might go get a beer. No, I'll have one on the train. I'm going. Also, what's also going to be even more carnage? The stream ends at 2:30. I've got a train to catch at 2:45, and I'm 10 minutes from the station. Okay, yeah, Gibbs White. I don't mind. O'Reilly not starting according to Andy. I'm going to stick with Bowen captain. Get a beer now. I'm going to have it on the train, I think. Yeah, I'll have one on the train. I'm going to have 2 on the train. Just end the stream 5 minutes early. I think I'm okay. I've got everything I need right here. I've made myself a little starter pack. Chewing gum, my watch, portable charger, and my wallet. So I'm sweet. Aftershave. Right. I'm going. There's an FPL meetup in London at the Thirsty Bear, so I'll be there for the games, and then after that, I'm going to the Emirates. Where are the clean sheet odds? They are here. Train tickets. Oh yeah, I'll have to do it on the app on the way. Richarlison probably starts. Solanke's back, but I think he probably starts. A little bit risky to buy now. Don't forget your mobile. Oh yeah, and my phone as well. Do we look at scout selection, or is that irrelevant now? Yeah, it's irrelevant. They've got Haaland in it. Is Team of the Week updated? Let's check that. Not yet. Still got Haaland in. That'll update, I think, before the deadline. Do I take a hit for Salah or Palmer, though? Salah or Palmer? I guess... I think that's really close. I mean, both have had a bad season. What do you mean hit for Palmer, lol? Like, hit for Salah is not a good play either. Just join, mate. How are you feeling for the end of the season? What's the latest news? You haven't missed much, Jack. Salah and Robertson start. Haaland doesn't start. We don't know about O'Reilly or Cherki, but I'm going to take a -4. It's been years since I've done a Gameweek 38 -4 because they just never pay off. But I've got no choice here because I've got other players that might not start, and I won't even field 10 or I won't even field 11 players. Half an hour till deadline. Oh my god, O'Reilly and Cherki don't start. I shit you not. Literally just as I was saying that. How is Cherki just suddenly getting benched like 5 games in a row in all comps? Alright, let's tweet that as well then. My team is actually so screwed. My triple city all don't start. That Semenyo to Cherki transfer, I couldn't have gone any worse. So, oh my god. No. Even after I take the -4. So imagine Haaland's Bowen, Trossard is Salah. I start Van Heck over O'Reilly. Do I start Beale over Cherki? Game is so gone. I guess I'll update the stream title again then. That's crazy. So we've got triple city benched. I'm going to take a -4 for Bowen and Salah, and then I'm going to have to do that. I could do with an Arsenal league, or maybe I couldn't. Maybe I don't want to know. I've asked, but we'd never get anything. But let's see. Okay, I've asked a few people, but it's a long shot. This is the disaster game week. So yeah, I'm going to have to start Beale over Cherki. I guess Cherki first bench. Fuck off with Fantasy Challenge. So even after a -4, I still need Gabriel to play and no other surprises like João Pedro. I don't think I'm going to take a -8. Oh yeah, I'll update the corner. The downfall is crazy. Language. Sorry. Hey, end of season. You have to forgive me. I've updated the widget now. Thank you, Synod. I'm behind on chat. I might have to turn it back off. Super chats, that is. 13 killings, help with my team. 1 free transfer. 1.4 mil. So you've got Haaland and O'Reilly. So you need to sell both of those. Oh, hang on. You can start. You start João Pedro. You've got O'Reilly though, so you can't really take a -4 to sell Rice when you've got O'Reilly. Okay, maybe it's worth it still. when you're buying Salah. Yeah, I think you have to, and just play Camvo. No, play Keane. Start Keane over O'Reilly, and then take the -4. LFC says, what Liverpool team news do you have? I don't know any other players, just Salah and Robertson I was told starts. That's all I've got, sorry. Synod, thank you for becoming a member as well. And Fahad says, looks like saving my free hits paying off. Who do you recommend I should focus on? This was the free hit draft I made earlier. Something like that. So you bench Welbeck, Beale, Hill, and Darlow. I can't take a -8 in Gameweek 38. I mean, Cherki is the sort of player who could do something off the bench, but I think Saka ahead of Cherki, right? Does that make sense? Because if Dalman's out for his GCSEs, then Saka will get a cameo, Cherki will get a cameo, but I prefer Saka's cameo, I think, to Cherki's. Do I even start Saka over Beal if we don't get a league? I think I leave it like that and then take the -4. Well, you mentioned Saka. I don't think he'll start. I don't know that. I've not heard anything, but I just would be amazed if he does. Absolute carnage. Ross is not looking at a -16. Surely not. Who do you start, Saka or Beal? I think that's quite close. Assuming Saka doesn't start, which I don't think he will, then I think Beal definitely concedes. What's better, Beal getting 90 or Saka getting 20? Probably Beal. Maybe he gets Defcon. Oh, it's such a... I'm buying Bowen. So I want Bowen to score and Beal to concede. Oh, this is disaster. Like, Saka could do something off the bench, and maybe I'd just play Saka, but... So it'd be Haaland to Bowen, Trossard to Salah. It'd be that, and then... So I'm going to do that. I just have to figure out my starting 11. Cherki ahead of Beal. It's not the be all and end all. Feels like it. What do you think of a -8 for Salah, Doku and Bowen? Salah or Doku captain? Oh, I wouldn't take a -8 unless you've got like 8 or 9 players. I don't like a -8, but maybe it'll work if they haul. But, you know, we don't know if Doku starts. Sinol says 2 free transfers with Haaland, Pedro, Saka, Riley. Should I do Haaland to Pedro, Bowen to Saka? Thanks for the amazing content throughout the season. Yeah, I would do Haaland out and Saka out. That makes sense. That's what I would use my moves on. Jeffrey says, is Marmoush in the 11? We've not been told who starts instead, but it's got to be Marmoush up top, yeah. James, thanks for the 8 months. He says, thoughts on Haaland to Bowen and João Pedro to Barry? Nah, keep João Pedro. I mean, he's trained, so I wouldn't sell him to Barry, I don't think. I don't like that. 13 killings, bench 1 up Hinshelwood, Tavernier, Semenyo, DCL and João Pedro. DCL? JH, 1.3 mil on the bank for Bruggen, Dale, Van Heck, Gabriel. So 2 free transfers. So yeah, you sell Haaland now and you sell Cherki. So Bowen and Salah. And you have to bench O'Reilly because he doesn't start either. Haaland, oh sorry, you got Bowen. Haaland to... What even are the best forwards now? Haaland to Thiago? Haaland to Thiago and Cherki to Salah? I think it'd have to be that. I've not heard back on Arsenal. Does Foden start? I imagine if Foden has to start, it'd probably be Semenyo. Marmoush will start. He could play like Savinho. Who knows with all those benchings. I just need to work out who to start between Beal and Saka. I just don't think Saka starts. But then what's better, Beal getting 90 or Saka getting 20? I just can't wrap my head around what's better there in that scenario, because Saka could do something off the bench. Maybe he gets half an hour. I think Beal still makes more sense, doesn't he? Why is time running today? Oh, this is a disaster. Hopefully it's entertaining though. I'm all over the place in my head right now thinking about what to do here, honestly. Stanislav says, if I have to start one between Munoz and Lacroix, I would start Lacroix. Simon says, Haaland to Bowen lock. Do I also do Saka to Salah or Munoz to Porro for a -4? Which has more upside, do you reckon? Saka to Salah's more upside, definitely. I'm looking at doing that. Or I'll probably do Trossard out for the -4. Bench boost on a -4, but you've got Raya, Gabriel, Cherki, Henderson and Lacroix. If we get news, do I take a -8 or beyond even? If there's a leak, they just don't start. Yeah, probably. I think those should... They're probably all okay, those ones, but you never know. I don't know if we'll get a leak on any of those. Tazlaw, thanks for 19 months. Hi, Senesi or Van Heck to replace O'Reilly. Love you. Thank you. Senesi. Beal or Saka? Who to start? I think I'm going to stick with Saka. Because it seems so unlikely, but if Arteta starts Saka, it would just be an absolute disaster to have him on my bench. Because he could be a difference maker if he starts. Stop sighing, it's just a game. Yeah, no, but I'm thinking about what to do with like 6,000 plus watching. I'm going to take a -4, definitely. It's just, I think the last decision, unless there's more leaks now, is who to start between Saka and Beal. So I think that would be the bench order. Well, I could get... Is Marmoush better than Salah? Or do I take a -8? I think Marmoush could come off early though, couldn't he? So it feels so risky, but I like Marmoush if you need a midfielder now. Like, he has to start. I might take I might go Marmoush instead. Haaland to Bowen. Is there any news on Marmoush starting though? Has Marmoush done anything this season? It's just such... Oh, he scored. It has to be Marmoush starting, doesn't it? Oh my god. Who do I buy? Marmoush or Salah? Marmoush could potentially be better than Salah, but it's Salah's last game. I think I'm going to get Marmoush. You are stressed. 15 minutes to go. I think I'm going to get Marmoush. But do we know he starts? I don't know if there's a leak on that. It has to be Marmoush, doesn't it? It's Marmoush or Salah. Oh, he comes off early so much though. Is there any leaks on City besides that? Let's see. No. Like, imagine I take a -4 for Marmoush and he doesn't start. But I think Marmoush maybe could be better than Salah. There's Foden as well. This is a disaster piece. Just joined. Can you review the leaks? Are they credible? They are credible. Yeah, I do trust them. I'm taking a -4 on the basis of them because I trust them. Haaland get points off the bench versus Villa. It's possible, but I think I'm taking a hit now. Going Haaland to Bowen, but Gross or Dewsbury Hall for Salah. Probably Gross. That's quite close. Gross. James says, I've got Saka, Gyökeres, O'Reilly, Haaland, Cherki, 1 free transfer. What do I do? I mean, bench all of them and sell 2 for a -4. That's my plan. I think I'm going to buy Marmoush. Salah will come off early as well, won't he, for an applause? Like, he'll get his send-off, won't he, his substitution. Maybe that could be late in the game. Do I captain Marmoush? No, I think I'll captain Bowen still. Foot over Marmoush. Oh, is that translated? Foden over Marmoush. Why is it translated that? I think we're going to have to pause Super Chats now. After these couple. Haaland, Saka, Cherki, O'Reilly to Bowen, Salah, Palmer, Maverick, Panos, -4. Or just the first 2 moves and Cherki to Marmoush and start one of Hill, Tav or Gyökeres. As far as -4 go, I like that a lot. I would say go for it. I might buy Marmoush over Salah though. I just want to mention that, John. But I think that's... Do you need to sell Maverick? No, just play Hill over O'Reilly and that's it. You don't need to take the -4. Owen says, I'm taking -4. Do I sell Saka for Rice? Saka or Rice for Salah? Probably... I mean, they're both probably going to be benched. Probably sell Rice. iDoc says Saliba or Beal. Saliba not starting or not coming on. I'm going to have to pause Super Chats. I need to figure out what to do with my team. One sec. I don't want to leave any unanswered, but I've got to just work out what to do here. I think I'm going to buy Marmoush for a hit. Oh, what an end to the season. I'm going to just stick a poll up. Marmoush or Salah. I think Villa are going to rotate massively, aren't they? So I just think that could be a goal fest, Pep's last game. I don't know if Marmoush starts, that's the risk, but I think Marmoush is what I do. Alright, poll is up. Saliba or Beal? Yeah, Saliba over Beal, definitely. I'm already done Saka to Palmer, I'll do a -4. Haaland to Bowen, 12 points behind the top spot in my league. Captain Bowen or Palmer? I would captain Bowen there. Viet Dang, so you're doing that. Haaland to Bowen, 12 points behind the top spot. Yeah, Captain Bowen. Colourblind Engineer. I'm going to play the bench boost and I've got 4 free transfers. Who are the must-haves this game week? Current team similar to yours, but I still have Haaland and Gross. Must-haves, Marmoush, Salah, Bowen, I'd say. I think yeah. Let me just do the Bowen move first, because it's my worst nightmare if like the FPL site crashes when I finally figure out what to do. I'm definitely buying Bowen. Let's just check for leaks if there's any more. As it stands, Salah and Robertson start. Haaland, O'Reilly and Cherki don't start. So Haaland to Bowen, confirm. That's one done. Do I captain Marmoush over Bowen? Do I just full send it for the end of the season? No, I think I'll go Bowen. And then it'll be Trossard to Marmoush. Oh, I think it's so close though. D moves 5 minutes before. Yeah, Haaland doesn't start. It's just whether to buy Marmoush or Salah with one final free transfer. So I've done that now. And I've got 7.8 million in the bank. So I can do Trossard to anyone. I can do Trossard to Marmoush. I can do Trossard to Salah. I mean, if there's a penalty, Salah takes it. But Salah's just done nothing all season. I guess Marmoush hasn't done much either, but he's not got many opportunities. Oh, team news and ticks might leak something for Arsenal. I've still got notifications on for him. Let me turn those on. I think we might get something for Arsenal. I swear to God, if it's like Gabriel doesn't start and Saka, honestly, it could be. Need another piss. I'm gonna hold it till the deadline. I just seen Handever's Arsenal's tweet. There's nothing I can do really if it's like Gabriel and Saka don't start. I'm just going to keep waiting. Sorry I'm missing so many messages. I'm just like keeping an eye on leaks at this point because I think we might get something for Arsenal. We might get more City news. But I think those are the two likeliest. We've heard Salah and Robertson start. Haaland, Cherki, O'Reilly don't start. Well, don't know. We might get something for Arsenal. We might get a bit more City news, but that's about it. I'm definitely taking a -4. It's just 2-4, Marmoush or Salah. But Haaland will come on, won't he? So maybe just Salah. Maybe just go with Salah because I know he starts. I think I'm just going to go Salah. What's the poll saying? 58% Salah, 42% Marmoush. Marmoush is so good now, but I think I have to go Salah. I'm just refreshing it. 5 mins. Because basically it also dictates who I sell, Saka or Trossard. So if there's no news, I'm going to do Salah in for Trossard. Let me just go back to pick team and just work it out. And then I'll start Saka over Beale and just hope Saka gets something off the bench. Because I'm buying Bowen anyway. Yeah, but Trossard's going to be just as likely not to start, surely. Marmoush will please striker. Yeah, Marmoush is great. Nothing at the moment. I'm going to captain Bowen though. I'm definitely sticking with that. I really like Bowen for this fixture, so as far as -4s go, it's alright. I'm just refreshing the background because if there's any leaks, I just don't want to miss it because we're minutes from the deadline now. Don't know about Semenyo. Not heard anything on Semenyo or other players. We don't know about Saka, Gabriel, Saliba, Trossard. They could all start. It could be none of them. I've asked around, but not heard anything, so 4 mins. Might just get it ready on my phone as well, just in case I need to do something and the site crashes, which has happened before. I might have to end up having to just play Beale over Gabriel, for example, if there's something like Gabriel doesn't start. 4 minutes to go. Three minutes to go. It has to be Salah one last time. I'm going to go for Salah, yeah. Three minutes. Two minutes. Oh god, I'm gonna have to just go for it, I think, and sell Trossard. I'm just gonna get ready to confirm it. So on my pick team, I've got Trossard there. Uh-oh, is the site not loading? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is the site down? Yeah, it's not confirming. Oh no! It's not confirming! Confirm transfer! It's not confirming! No! RIP season. Left it too late. Oh, it did work. I saw Salah there. Did you see him? I don't know what my lineup is. Or my captain. Oh, there we go. Vice captain Salah. One minute till the deadline. Not heard anything. Sorry, guys. That's it. Oh. Do it on the app. Oh, it's the deadline now. Fucking hell. Right. I've got to get a train as well. I've got no time to waste. Guys, very quickly, end of season speech. Thank you, everyone, for watching the content all the season, the streams. Sorry it was a stressful end to the season. I hope you get a good final game week score. So I have to leave straight away because I'm getting a train. So massive, massive thank you to every single one of you, whether you've been here for every deadline stream, watch the videos, or both, or use the Focal app, or even if you're just a lurker. The community is what makes this so special. So thank you. It's been a season of highs and lows, but it's been another good season. So enjoy the break, everyone. Enjoy the World Cup. That is it from me. Focal out.
De Bruyne's corner.